Employees Association of North Carolina, SEIU Local 2008. Scenic has 55,000 state employee and retiree members across the state. Dana has led the association's efforts for quality, affordable health care, not just for state employees, but for all North Carolinians. Dana has passionately worked to promote quality public services and the dedicated employees who provide them. Help me welcome Dana Cope.
Good afternoon. Thank you, Lindsay and Congressman Price and everybody for being out here. You know, I'm here to tell you why the 55,000 members that I represent are engaged and involved in this fight that we have going on in America today. You see, in North Carolina, our employer doesn't provide affordable health insurance for our members' spouses and dependents. Do we have any public employees in the crowd? You see, if you want to cover your child or your spouse, you're going to have to pay upwards of $550 a month just to get the basic health care coverage. And on our salaries, we can't afford it. So what that means is many of our members are part of the 1.8 million North Carolinians that do not have health insurance. That's the first reason why our members voted in a democratic process to say your health care, affordable quality health care for every man, woman, and child in America. Let me also say this. The second reason, and this doesn't take rocket science, right? The second reason why our members decided to make this a #1 priority on our congressional agenda is because health care shouldn't be for the rich or those who can afford it. It should be for everybody. It should be a basic human right for everybody to have health care. And the third reason, and this is where I can get pretty passionate, but the third reason is in North Carolina, we have North Carolina Blue Cross and Blue Shield. They were originally funded by your tax dollars. Their CEO, Bob Gretchen, makes $4 million a year, $760,000 bonus last year. All the top executives in the company make over $1 million, and they are a nonprofit. They have over 96% of the individual market in North Carolina, over 72.8% of the group healthcare market in this state, and they have a monopoly. So, if there's anybody that's a poster child for the public option, it's North Carolina. We need a public option, and we don't want to compromise. A public option will allow and force those insurance companies to compete and lower their profit margins so they don't have CEOs making $4 million a year. You know, when we talk to members of Congress, and we still have to do this because this fight's way from being over, we need to send a strong message. Look, we have the votes. Vote on it. And if they can't get it done, then we need to hold them accountable. And then finally, I want to say this. It's time that we send some insurance companies packing. They're afraid. They're afraid. They are afraid they might go out of business if they have to compete with a public option. I say, pack it up, boys. Share one small story, and this is a couple that I met at a town hall we sponsored at Martin Street Baptist Church right down the road. And this story really tugged at my heartstrings. Mr. Elliot Wurtzel, and they're in the crowd right here. Wave your hands. Mr. Elliot Wurtzel is waiting for a kidney transplant, and his wife Jane He's in the last stages of end renal disease, and his wife just turned 65, and she wants to qualify for Social Security benefits. She was told that if she goes ahead and applies what she must do in order to make the, to apply when she turns 65, her husband will be taken off of Medicaid, and he will no longer be eligible for the kidney transplant. That is effectively a rationing system, the status quo, and they're effectively saying, suck it up, Mr. Wurtzel and Mrs. Dittmer, or you're going to die. We can't stand that, and I want North Carolina to be the leaders to put an end to that practice. We and state employees brought some petitions of our own. And we want to make sure members of Congress have the petitions that we brought too. And we're going to make sure wonderful Representative Price, my good buddies, gets a copy as well. But Regina Melvin is here, a great scenic member. She's a native of Wilmington. From a toddler, Regina was nurtured in Maryland, always involved in volunteering via her church and community and schools. She attained her BS in public administration from Bowie State. And she's been very active for the 2008 North Carolina Campaign for Change that helped turn this state blue. She's also a delegate to our convention coming up next week. And there you are, Mel. And she's had the honor to attend recently and be in the same room, one of 70 people in the same room with our President Barack Obama and his health platform. So she's going to present over 1,000 signatures just from our folks here to the congressman. Let's keep the fun alive, and don't let those bloodsuckers take it from us this time.